There's been an issue going on social media platforms that I have been reporting for going on 2 years, for about 2 years now, that I feel the state has ignored. They say we investigate, we store files away, we save material, we look into these matters. But what's being done? What's being done? What happened is everyone went to court and said, we're protecting the children now. They're not dealing with all of the issues. That was to pass an agenda. Wasn't it just about age verification? It was about passing legislation for new hardware. Okay. To ban hardware that gives you the user control, and to install architecture that is about software globally to track you, your movements, your history, everything about you. That age verification technology, okay, that's being forced upon all of us. The fact that Google is being pushed and forced into everything on every device. For one, that's a monopoly that Congress isn't addressing. That's what this is about. Okay. And for those of us out there who are technicians, who are tech savvy, here's what we do know. Congress doesn't understand the legislation that they're passing, but they're passing it anyway. And I'm not the only one mad about that. And that is for the here and now. So you can go ahead and try to push through whatever you think is going to be beneficial to you in the short term, but in the long run, or after midterms, everyone who we are unhappy with is going to be voted out. If we don't like the actions that you are taking to protect us as a community, you're getting voted out, because we're tired of you not listening to us. I've been reporting these platforms for years, for a couple years now, for systemic violations and harms against the public. And then what does Congress do? They frame it as, oh, the children. It's all about the children that have been harmed. There's more to be uncovered that they are refusing to look at, and I've reported it. We're talking cyber attacks, harassment, suppression from a political standpoint. Oh, but they're not subject to the First Amendment. They should be. Let's amend Section 230 so they have to obey the Constitution as well. They need to be subject to our protections so that you have freedom of expression without them hitting the mute button when they don't like what you say about their company, their corporation. If you find out they're breaking the law and you want to say something about it because they're harassing you, you should be able to speak without them saying, oh, well, we're a private company, even though this is public space, but we're a private company, corporation. We can hit the mute button on you. No, it's a public space. Where if you are denied the right to exist systemically, it can result in brain damage, mental trauma. When it becomes systemic, when you become the subject of unlawful surveillance and criminal stalking conducted by multiple platforms, it has an effect. And Congress, they have spoken about it themselves, and they are not doing a damn thing about it. They are not doing anything to dig into these people. They may say they are, oh, the Epstein class, the Epstein class. Well, they're a part of the Epstein class if they are not holding these systems accountable. Okay, they're not targeting the root of the issues. They give the Epstein class power, control the data, control the voice, control the flow of information, control the people. They're not doing anything about that. They're trying, their efforts are weak. We cannot go easy on these people. We have to be vicious because they are vicious. We need to tell Congress what's going on, and if they're not listening, we need to get on their asses about it. Same thing. It doesn't matter if they're good or bad. There is no good or bad here, okay? One representative of mine stood up, and I think Congress stood up together and did something about FISA. Now, is that temporary? Who knows? But what I can tell you is that I have stacks of evidence and data. I have hacks preserved on a freaking drive of mine conducted by this surveillance state. The operating system itself proves that it is from the U.S. intelligence. The hack itself. Because of the way it is designed, it cannot be conducted any other way. It would have to be done by U.S. intelligence because Tor was created by the Navy. Unless my neighbor is operating a fucking Tor node and hacking me, it is the U.S. intelligence. We're going to dig into these things. I'm not going to stop talking about it. I could get killed for it because that's what happens to people like me. Too many bodies are cropping up. We're not stupid. It's you, U.S. intelligence. Those 11 people missing, you fucking killed them all.